Chatters. Welcome back to another Chit Chat episode with the Chatters. I've got all the songs tonight.
Blair's
I
like
have
on a high.
all the songs tonight. Great. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again today. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. And thank you all, because you have all written into the survey, and that is so good. And we are making some changes based off your feedback. So we want to thank you so much for that, because we do what we do with kind of blind, unless we hear from you guys, and we're enjoying what we're doing. But what we enjoy the most is when we're actually hitting the mark of what you guys need. So there's a bunch of things that are coming in. We want to adapt based off the feedback that you've given us. So thank you so much for that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you're going to be seeing some changes.
Can I tell you what that reminds me of?
What?
There's a trend going around on TikTok right now called eyebrow blindness. Have you heard of this?
Are you talking about my eyebrows?
No, it's not yours. No,
eyebrows?
No, it's not yours. It's people that intentionally do their eyebrows in very dramatic ways, but for some reason you can't see it. They can't see it. They get more and more intense, and the videos of them are like pretty hectic. And then all of a sudden people will point it out and they'll be like, oh my gosh, how have I not seen this?
Wow.
And that's what I feel like this is. These surveys are our little like moments of reality blindness. To the eyebrow blindness. The things that we just don't see. Yeah. We just marinate in.
Yeah. And we had a couple of conversations with you guys about I don't want to come across too harsh, or I don't want to, all that sort of stuff. We have thick skins for starters. Well, I've got thicker skin than you do.
Yeah. He reads it, so it's all good.
Yeah, I read them all. But again, for me, I'm like, I want to know what I need to do different. So actually your feedback, even if it is blunt, is still feedback. And that is great for me to be able to see, because I can be like, cool, we can do that, and that. And I go very much down to problem, fix it, strategy mode.
And there's no point in us doing it if it's not what you guys want.
Yeah, exactly.
It literally is not. There's no point.
Yeah. We love it. So, anyway, we've got a couple of things we're going to do tonight. We're going to go through our chat jar, actually, and that's going to be a lot of our topics for tonight. And then we're going to talk through one of the next questions that was one of you guys, actually, the chatters that wrote in, and it was a lot of questions. So we've just broken it down. We're going to address another one in this episode.
So if you haven't yet listened to the full episode, please do. This is following on from that.
You start us off.
I am. Yep.
Do it.
Which of us... I know the answer to this.
No.
Which of us is the better secret keeper? Let me just say.
What?
You would be the better secret keeper. The only reason
Where's this going?
You don't ask for the information.
And
exactly. You don't retain
so
it.
I'm probly the better secret keeper because I don't remember information.
I know.
And I'm literally just repeating what you're saying.
Unless
and I don't ask the question.
You didn't even remember I said that.
Yeah.
Unless it's Christmas gifts, then you're the worst secret keeper.
Why?
You're good at keeping the secret, but you constantly ask me if I want you to tell me what it is.
Yeah, I know. I'm so excited.
Secrets, yeah.
Because I kick ass at Christmas gifts.
You do well. Yeah, you do well.
I'm the Christmas king.
If it's keeping a secret to surprise the other one, I'm better at that. Because I'm
sorry.
I'm sorry. Did we just tell our proposal story? Yeah, we did.
I'm sorry. Did I organize a weekend away for you and you had zero clue?
It doesn't
matter. I'm still so proud of that because it got you by shot.
Yeah, you did get me that one time. Let's not list all the times Amy has. But if it's a secret, like someone's told him information, we would never tell each other's secrets, for one thing. That's a vault. We don't tell other people's secrets either. It's more that I'll often update Blair on things that are happening in my world and with my friends or my family. And Blair, just tonight, he's just telling me about somebody, and I was like, oh, what's this and this? And you're like, I don't know. I didn't ask.
Oh, yeah. So it's not about so you're not actually answering the question because it's not a secret thing.
That's true.
It's literally that I don't pry into people's personal lives. That's what it is. If people want to share with me, they can share with me, but I'm not going to keep pushing.
It's also nice to show curiosity.
I do show curiosity, and I show to a point where I feel like it's getting creepy and awkward.
Well, all right, Blair.
Martin with the chat jar.
Gosh, chat jar just brought out the spice tonight.
What's something new you'd like to try together? Well...
I want to... do you actually have an answer?
No, I'm trying to think of something sexy, but I've got nothing.
I actually want to try dancing together. Not
I mean, yeah, that sounds great.
See, it's so funny because you say you're the dancer.
I used to be the dancer. I've come to grips that I'm just no longer a dancer.
Okay.
I used to bust a move on the dance floor at parties, weddings, whatever else. But now I'm like, I don't have my groove.
I think you would. I think you just don't put yourself out there. But I would love to do like TikTok trends and stuff more on our socials. And Blair's just not a keen green bean for that. So we'll get there.
Something I'd like to do together, hikes.
Mm-hmm.
So you come with hikes, you'll go on hikes with me and I'll do TikTok videos with you.
All right.
Deal.
We're never going to get do it. Cool.
Another
one?
Do one each.
We're plowing through these. Why can't we do them as fast on the podcast?
This is a podcast.
What's one way we've grown individually that has benefited our relationship? Oh my gosh. What's one way we haven't grown? Seriously. I think we've both grown to be more like each other in some ways. So
how's that individually?
What do you mean?
It says, have you grown individually?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've grown with your input to be more.
That's
okay.
not individually.
I don't know. How have we both grown individually?
Oh, I can't speak for you.
I'm asking you.
But for me, I've got taller.
I would say business, like work-wise, professionally,
yeah,
we both grown individually, which has made it for a stronger kind of team.
And in different ways too, because you are communications and marketing. And so, again, the way that we communicate has strengthened through the way that you've grown in your professional world, and me with my leadership and management strategy has also been, how do we bring that into our relationship? So absolutely, I think our business world.
Last one.
Chatter jar, open it up and get it out.
Josh, you with the songs, baby.
If we could take a dream vacation anywhere, where would it be and why? We're actually talking about this.
Yeah,
which won't happen.
No.
We've got our 10-year anniversary next year, marriage anniversary, and we're broke.
We're broke, but I almost feel like doing something not extravagant, but for a longer period of time would be just as fun for that. Like even going to somewhere like the coast.
Oh yeah, I mean, we'll definitely be able to do
5
something,
days.
but like to the point of the question,
going somewhere. If we could go, we've thrown around going to England because we love England. I really want to get back to New York because I love New York. Those are the two places that come to mind.
And we have heritage there too.
In England. Yeah.
So that's part of a want to explore more there and stuff. Yeah. And I've got Ireland and
there's not many. I don't have a Europe trip on my heart like some people do. We've done Europe individually and together a little bit. So I don't really have a huge draw to Europe, which obviously if someone took me there, I'd be fine to go. But yeah, we do like the UK. We've got like quite a keen interest to go.
And we
Canada,
know people there.
somewhere we'd love to go.
Yeah.
We've been to New Zealand, as you know, but that's beautiful as well.
No, definitely. I think for us, our dream trip would be UK. Yeah. For just Amy and I. Eventually with the kids, like when the kids are teenagers, that'd be awesome. But like now, if we went tomorrow, it'd be just you and I to the UK for like a month.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
Get over jet lag.
Yeah.
And then enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then get jet lag back.
Yeah. Exactly. And then be parenting with jet lag. Amazing. Cool. Good job, chat jar.
All right, down to our chatter question. Want to know more about us? All right, want to know our wedding story.
So it's a hard one to say wedding story because I guess there's a story. It just feels less, a proposal story feels more like, oh, there's a story. And then wedding story is like big thing. But so we got engaged in, I think, July. We ended up getting married in March the next year. So we were engaged for about 8 months. And I had always wanted...
Dating for 6 months, engaged for 8 months. People think we're crazy and we probably are.
Yeah, well, we're still together.
But we're still married, so whatever.
Yeah. We've got 4 kids and a puppy. Anyway, I always wanted a carnival-themed wedding. I was really not keen on sit-down meals and fancy stuff. Like, we're not that type of people, interestingly.
Have you put our video out?
No, I haven't done it yet. I need to do that. Interestingly, I get kind of irritated going to other people's weddings if it's not a sit-down wedding.
Oh, yeah, I know, yeah.
I'm so hypocritical because I'm like, Jez just got tapas? Like, they just got share plate going on?
All right, you keep going because I think ours is different to some of the weddings that we've been to.
True. Anyway, so we went festival theme.
But we gotta be careful not to really bag out the weddings.
I have loved every wedding we've gone to. It's just that I get so tired and sore, and I just want to sit down and have an actual meal that I don't have to fight people for. That's the main thing. Yeah. and I always end up super pregnant at weddings. Not anymore.
Oh, shebang.
Not anymore. Anyway, festival theme. We didn't have tons of money, and the idea of spending tons of money on food, ironically, just was like, ugh, like, no, I'm not going to spend $120 on
Per person.
and so much more now.
Yeah.
Per person. Yeah. Because we also had tons of people we wanted there. And I feel like we just prioritized having as many people as we could to the full thing.
And we were both working part-time too.
Yeah.
So we were on a very low wage.
Yeah. So yeah, we decided to go festival theme. We wrestled a little bit with what to do for food and that kind of thing. And we landed on food truck, which was so fun.
So good.
Such a
and
cool
we didn't eat any of it.
We were the first. There's been quite a few people that have done that since then. No one had done that when we did it. People were like, oh, food truck. They were really.
And gelato
stand. Yeah. We could have done what we could have done better, I think, if we had more finances. Was had a few food trucks because there was a massive line for the
huge line.
food truck.
Ages.
It was a burger truck.
Yeah. The burgers were great.
They were so good. Although, again, in saying that, if I thought about it, I probably would have chosen something a little bit easier for me to eat. I didn't really eat.
I didn't really eat either. Yeah. We're just so busy on your wedding and so busy and you just got to see everyone. And, you just want to go and bless the marriage. Yeah, so we had planned it for Apple Orchard. So we had Jumping Castle, so carnival themed. So it was a bunch of different carnival things. Nothing massive. Like the Jumping Castle was the biggest thing that we had there, but a bunch of little like yard games. Yeah. And anyway, the day before or the morning of, we had severe weather warning. So our wedding was outside in a park and it was under these huge trees. I want to say maple trees.
Yeah, oak.
Anyway. They're big trees.
Big trees.
And so it was these three massive trees. It was beautiful. And then, so what we actually did, and we've just been so blessed by the people that have surrounded us. So we had our wedding and a lot of people didn't actually come to our ceremony because they were over at the Apple Orchard because we'd spent the day before setting up the Apple Orchard with the carnival theme. And then they went back there during the ceremony, packed it all down, took it back to our church and put it all inside. And it was a huge amount of work. And we're just like, they just gave us such a special day.
Yeah.
So we had our ceremony, we did the highs to everyone, and then we went and got photos, came back, and it was all done. We didn't have to worry about it at all. So we're so blessed by that. That was
so ceremony, like we said, under the trees, beautiful outdoor, and it didn't actually end up. I think it rained for 10 minutes or something. The weather was not severe, but better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Amy on the day didn't feel that way, but now
so the morning of you were struggling.
I was struggling because I was on the phone with Blair. I was on the phone with the person helping us plan it, and I was talking to my mom, and everyone's like, "It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine." And I just really struggled to turn around from something I've been projecting and planning. And I was like, "I know it's gonna be fine, but I need to be okay. I need a moment to be not okay." Like that's how I felt, and then it was fine. But at the time, it was stressful.
You got cranky at me at our wedding morning.
I did, and we're still here. Anyway, and then we went over to the church, had a really fun reception, lots of just party, it was just like a big party.
It was seriously a huge party.
We finished really early, at 9. We're like, we're done. I had the biggest headache. Like I just wanted to get.
Yeah, you went to leave earlier than I did. I was having fun partying, but we went back and partied. But I mean, it was still we were so tired by the end of it as well. And then we went down to St Kilda. For the night, so down to a hotel down there, and the morning after the wedding was the best. Oh man, waking up with nothing to plan, nothing to think about. I was
just a huge holiday in front of us.
Yeah, and we had nothing because we were there for 2 nights. So that morning after was the best because we didn't have to get a flight straight away. We went to Hawaii for our honeymoon, and which my uncle blessed us with and paid for that trip, which was amazing. Yeah, we just woke up. It's like, what do you want to do? I don't know. There's nothing to do. Like it was just so relaxing and
so good,
so peaceful. And that morning was the best.
There's a few things that I've recently. I don't know why I was looking at wedding stuff recently. I was getting it, or maybe for our last episode, Our Story episode. I was looking through photos, which we haven't really spent much time looking through our photos. And there's a few things that I was like, man, I just wish I'd just done better. at that time.
Oh yeah, well, like,
And so things like I just, and as I've said this on the podcast multiple times, I was not present. I really feel like I was in a daze for the first however many years of my life, including during our wedding. And so wanting to leave early on the night, there was so many stresses for me. I was so stressed
really
leading up to the wedding about my
leading
dad.
up. Oh right,
I was so stressed, and I just honestly, like, it wasn't him. It was just me projecting my anxiety that he would flip out or something like that, because I was his oldest kid getting married, and he was quite a protective.
He did
dad.
really well.
He did really well.
And his speech when he walked you down the aisle was really nice.
It was.
Yeah.
And I was just,
and that shocked me.
Yeah. I was tense, thinking he's going to like interrupt the wedding or something, which he never had. It was so over the top in my head. But because of that, I was just so stressed. I was so stressed constantly about how people were going and how that was going. And I feel like I gave myself a migraine, and I just wanted to leave early because I was like so overwhelmed by being with everybody and around everybody. And I wish I was better at not letting that control me.
Yeah.
So that I could have been more present and just enjoyed. Because when I look at the photos, I love it and I enjoy it. And I obviously don't regret it at all. But I also see tense Amy. Like, I see the stress that I was feeling. I don't see relaxed Amy.
Yeah.
And I wish that I had been more relaxed. I also wish that I had prepared for the honeymoon and not allowed myself to get a UTI for the full 2 weeks we were gone.
Yeah.
So there's a few things that just, but it was really beautiful. It was really fun. It was really fun. I just feel like it was a fun wedding vibe, which matched us because we didn't want anything
fancy,
formal and fancy. And
it was a very rustic vibe. So my vest was like a brown rustic-y, and some of the groomsmen was very brown rustic-y.
Yeah.
That's what we liked.
There you go. That's our wedding story. Quick summary.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. This has been the Chatter episode, guys. Thanks for your questions. Thanks for your feedback. We really, really appreciate it, like Blair said earlier. And until next week.
Chat to la vista, baby.
How do you say that?
Chat to la vista.
Chat to la vista.
Chat to la... I don't say it probably.
Okay.
Chat to la vista, baby.
Baby.